were like, who's this guy who randomly spent 200,000 euros in Paris? Turns out it was like porcelain. I did not think that I want to move back. It was an email from HR asking one of my favorite, and that was in Paris, and that was YSL. Somebody has to make a first move, and it's okay if it's you.
Hello, bonjour. Welcome to my channel. My name is Akshit, and I'm going to be making a series where I sit down with people who picked up their lives and moved to France. My goal here is very simple. Talk to real people who moved to this country to understand what it's actually like to live here. The applications, the studying, the job hunt, all of it. So you can get a real flavor of life in France and can decide for yourself, is this the country for you? My guest today is Priyal Meena, EDHEC MSc Marketing graduate, ex-CRM at Saint Laurent, originally from Kota, India. She's been here for less than 2 years, but she has already turned down internships, lived in 3 cities, and found her partner at a random birthday party in Paris. This conversation is very real, and you will get an idea of how much important connections can be, and also some tips on how to make connections. Since I'm starting new, guys, let me know in the comments what kind of topics and questions you guys are interested in, or if you want to ask anything based on this conversation. Make sure you subscribe because I've got more of these coming for you. One last thing, we had some issues with the mic when we were recording, so the audio is not perfect. So please forgive me for this one, and the rest of the videos are gonna have perfect audio, just like the audio that you can hear right now while I'm speaking to you. Now, let's get into it. I'd like you to tell about yourself, quickly, what's been your journey and who are you?
Okay. Well, my name is Priyal. I am originally from India, and I come from a small city in Rajasthan called Kota.
Me too.
And then I did my bachelor's in chemical engineering from NIT Surat, and I really didn't like it. So
Why?
it honestly, actually, I didn't realize I didn't like it until I went to work as a chemical engineer. I worked in Aditya Birla for like maybe 8 months. It was awful times.
It's a textile, right?
I mean, yeah, I was at the chemical manufacturing unit plant, not the textile plant. They make other chemicals as well.
Okay.
But during that time, I realized that this is not my thing, so I moved to work at a startup in Bangalore. And after 2 years, I decided that I wanted to explore.
What was the startup about?
The startup was about, basically they started as a fintech, providing private loans to students who want to study in the US, Canada, Australia, UK. And their second entity is Leap Scholar.
Yes, I've heard it's popular, right?
Yes, now it's popular actually.
Are they the ones who kind of get your admission to other countries? Do they do something like that?
Yeah, so basically the second entity is where they provide counseling services as well.
Yeah, counseling services, yes.
Yes. So I used to work with the counseling service entity, Leap Scholar.
Okay.
And
what were you doing?
Well, I was a marketing ops associate in founder's office for about 2 years.
Okay.
And then
what does it mean, by the way, founder's office?
Founder's office is
What? I really don't know. I want to know.
Founder's office basically
I have no idea.
You're either directly reporting to founder.
You're in a startup. You're in a startup, right?
Yes. So either he's directly. He's, of course, that's his startup, but he's not looking into each and every project very intricately. So founder's office, basically the projects are related to more or less directly him. Like one of the projects I did was directly with him.
Okay, so it's direct supervision and he's following the progress.
Yeah. Or either there are like several people in the founder's office. Let's say product head, brand head, data head. They're all founders office people.
Okay. And
so either I'm working directly, I was like marketing ops associate.
Marketing ops. This is your first marketing experience.
Yes, and I had no prior experience. So after that, it's interesting because I actually wanted to go to the US.
Before joining or after you felt like?
Yeah, during my time there. And I wanted to go to universities like Duke, Purdue, Dartmouth.
Ivy League.
Kind of, maybe Columbia to do Masters in Engineering Management.
Again, engineering.
Yeah. MEM. It was Engineering Management, so basically you...
I think it was trending that time.
It was a big trend, yes. A lot of people were doing it. But then as I spoke more to the people from these universities, it was not as nice as I thought it would be. It was again more leaning towards engineering side, and I wanted to kind of steer away from that side. So actually I did this project for almost a year at the startup with the brand head, the senior marketing manager, and the co-founder. And during that time, I realized that, okay, you know what, I want to do marketing. And I personally love art and culture and pretty laid back, like, you know how India and US has like very hustle culture and Europe sounded nice. And then I did a little bit of digging that if I want to do marketing, where should I go in Europe? France made the most sense. How? Because, so for me, when I was looking at Europe in general, I realized that if I want to make money and have a good career, it's either Germany or France. Like Spain and Italy are amazing for vacations, but I didn't see like a big career curve, learning curve there for me. Maybe at some senior level, but and also job market's kind of bad. So it's been bad for a long time, and I think they're less international too, when you compare to like France and Germany. So, and Germany didn't really have a lot of marketing. It's just really great for like engineering, automobile engineering, mechanical. So
only a few colleges that were good. I also looked into it.
Okay.
There were only 2-3 in for marketing, but still, like mostly for tech.
Exactly, it's very tech heavy. So and France being the house of a lot of premium luxury brands makes it very core for marketing. So I came to France.
And how long has it been for you already here? When was it that you arrived here?
I arrived in August 2024.
2024, okay.
It's going to be like 2 years soon, in a couple of months, yes.
And by that time you had already had 2 years of experience, right? At the startup that you worked at?
Yeah, 2 years at the startup, and if we count overall professional, then like 8 months at the previous company, so almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. And how was your whole process of like finding a good school? And how did you decide you wanna, like how did you make the applications? And then how were you? How did you finalize your school? Yes.
Okay. So it's actually...
Because our audience is gonna be people who are gonna apply,
right?
Who are gonna be searching for who are gonna move to France or very soon. So that's
okay. So when
you have to go back in time a bit, yes.
No worries. So when actually I thought that I wanted to come to France, I thought that I'm gonna go to the best school or I'm not gonna go. Like
what?
Like I'm gonna go to best school.
Best school.
One of the best schools, top 3, or else I'm not gonna go.
That makes sense also.
Because I knew that it takes a lot of money, so I might as well. I was okay to wait for a little longer back in India if I needed that to do my applications to get a better school. So when I was looking at schools, I think there's HEC, there's ESCP, there's ESSEC, there's EDHEC. I think these are top 4.
These are top 4, yeah.
So HEC is an amazing school, super hard to get into. but their MSc in marketing was only 9 months long, and I wanted a longer duration for the course. So I ruled that out. And ESSEC is also a really good school, but the program I wanted to do, they have that one on the Singapore campus.
Which one?
It was marketing and digital, something like that.
Okay.
MSc.
I'm just realizing that's trending right now, like marketing and digital. And,
it is.
Yeah.
And they didn't have that in like their Paris Cergy campus.
Yeah.
But it was only at the Singapore campus, and I didn't want to go to Singapore because the whole point was come to France.
Yeah.
So then I was left with EDHEC and ESCP. I applied to both. And I actually wanted to go to ESCP. My program was marketing and creativity. They hold that program at the London campus and the Paris campus. But I got EDHEC way before. And the day I arrived in Paris, like 28th August 2024.
Okay, you know the date, okay.
I remember the date so well because on the 29th, after my first night in France, I got ESCP as well.
Damn.
So
was it like the final decision, or there was some interviews for ESCP after that?
No, so ESCP basically, okay, they're both application processes are a little different. So for EDHEC, I mean for both you have to write essays and stuff.
Yeah.
For ESCP, you just had to write another extra document called creative essay.
Okay.
So it's related to, basically you have to sort of, they don't specify that. I don't know if the problem statement different each year.
Okay.
But for me, it was, what is the most, basically like the biggest problem you've had in life and what has been your most creative solution for that. But I talked about the project I did at the startup. So they don't tell you, but it's better if you kind of relate it to your professional life and not go super personal. That was the only extra document I had to write for ESCP, but rest were similar, just motivation letter and your CV and some other documents. And ESCP also had like 3 extra questions on their application profile, which are apparently different every year. It's not the same.
Okay.
So for ESCP, I had a one-on-one interview with 2 professors. And EDHEC was a recorded interview, the Kira interview.
Yes.
Yeah, it was not with any professor.
I remember you see a question, then it gives you a few seconds to think about the answer, and then it starts recording, and then you speak for like a minute or so, I think, and it just gets recorded and sent.
Yeah, there were like 5, 7 questions. And honestly, I thought I did so bad.
It's very strange because you don't know how you do in that. Like, there's no feedback.
No.
Like, you're just talking to a computer and it gets done and then gone.
Yeah, it was kind of strange.
You're like, okay, how did I do? No idea.
Exactly. And I personally thought that I did really bad at this. And I personally thought that I did super well in the ESCP interview.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought I had a really good connection with the professors and everything. But they actually put me on the wait list. That's why it was such a long wait.
And do you remember what rounds were these? Because there's round 1, 2, 3, 4 in the admissions, and I got to know that because if they want to maintain some diversity in the classroom, so for Indians specifically, it's better to go in like round 1, because if you apply in round 4, let's say, chances are they already have a lot of Indian students in their cohort, so they would prefer people from other different countries. I applied for HEC but I applied for all these schools in almost the last round or the second last round because I wanted a good GMAT score. And that's the reason why it was a bit difficult for me to, even after getting a good GMAT score, getting into it as an Indian engineering background. It's I was not a very let's say diverse or unique person, so that's why.
Okay, for ESCP I applied in round 1.
That's nice, yeah.
And for EDHEC, it was, I think, more or less, I might be one of the last few people who got in school. I applied in the last round.
Okay.
Maybe second last at best.
And so you got into these, so you decided EDHEC, you're going to go for EDHEC once you got the letter from them?
Yeah, once I got the letter and once I spoke to I actually reached out to ESCP again, like, guys, can you fast forward the process? Because just tell me yes or no, because you put me on a wait list. So they were like, we really cannot. I mean, we have to go through all the applicants exactly the same way, all the candidates, and we can only let you know once we're done with everything, you know. So yeah, what was your question?
So I forgot. My question was, yeah, I asked you about the rounds, but my main question was, what was the process like, and then how did you decide which school you wanted to go to? But the last thing you said about this was that you got into EDHEC. The moment you came to France, you got to know that you have also gotten into ESCP.
Yes.
But it was too late for you, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'd already paid like maybe 15,000 euros to EDHEC, which was not refundable.
Right.
And then if I had taken ESCP, honestly, if you have a lot of money, you could have done it. Because ESCP required you to go to London. So that means I'd have to go back to India, apply for another visa, go to London. And it's and also ESCP was a lot more expensive. It was, I mean, their fees and everything was in pounds as well.
More.
It was in pounds as well. So that comes around like maybe 15,000 euros extra.
Okay. Plus on top of that, you have to move. Like you can't stay, I think, in 2 semesters have to be different.
Yeah,
you cannot stay
like
in the
first
same
in,
campus for
yeah.
the whole process.
First in London, and then you apply for your visa to Paris, and then you move to Paris.
Then you,
yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any regrets?
Regrets?
Yeah, about
Honestly,
not going to ESCP?
Not really. Not
How was
really.
your EDHEC experience like?
My EDHEC experience was actually, it was really good.
Remind me, what course did you do there in EDHEC?
I did MSc Marketing Management.
Which is the 1-year course, right?
Yeah, it's actually 18 months. So basically, I arrived on campus in August. September first week, we had our classes.
Yeah.
Started our classes. So we had 3 different terms. August to December, you have term 1. We had 8 core courses, which was super intense. Every day, 4 or 5 hours of classes, and a lot of team projects. And I mean, they really put international teams together to work on different companies and stuff. And then our second term was Jan to maybe March, which had less number of courses, but again, you start your master's thesis. You start searching for internship, which is a part of your course. And then last part, like March, April, we had personalization period term 3. So basically, some people get to go abroad. They have 3 different destinations for, I think, for consulting people, for data people, and for entertainment marketing people. So you have to submit a letter why you want to do it, and they select only a few people. And rest everybody has to do electives on campus. So I got to go to Bulgaria with the entertainment marketing team. So we were done by April end, I think April 30th or something. I wrote my last exam on campus. Because although we got to go to Bulgaria, but we still had a couple of elective courses which we had to complete.
Did you enjoy your time in EDHEC, or what was it like?
It was super fast forward. I think if I had to go back, and because I think that for people who come for MSc M2, it's so fast forward. You move countries, especially if you've never lived in any other country. So you move countries. And the cold is so bad for somebody coming from like the western part of India. It's so you adjust yourself to the climate, to weather, and one morning, random morning after moving to France, you see people from 70 different countries on your orientation day at the campus. And you come here with no friends. So you take time.
So it's like everything has changed for you.
Everything
like
changes, and you go to
single thing.
Exactly, and you're hungry. You go to the grocery store, it takes time to get used to everything within French.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you know French, even if you know basic French, or even if you speak really good French,
Yeah.
adjusting yourself in the French environment, where, and especially in Lille, a lot of people do not speak English. Like, especially where the campus is around it, the supermarkets around it, nobody speaks English.
Yeah.
So
it's a small.
it's a smaller
very
city.
small city.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to tell to the audience, Lille is the fourth largest city in France, and it has many business schools like EDHEC, there's ESCP, there's others. So it's also called a student city for this reason, and it's tiny and it doesn't have as international exposure as cities like Paris, for example.
I think it's only the international students who are international in that city. Like, there's no other crowd.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of people working internationally there, I feel.
Yeah, there's no like big corporations, international corporations who have their headquarters there.
Yeah.
There is Decathlon, I think, who has their head
Yes.
office there, but that's just an exception and it's the only one. Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel that so it just takes time for you to get used to it and make
What
friends.
was like the biggest shock for you when you came to Lille?
It's actually kind of stupid because when I arrived in September, we still had 10 p.m. sunsets.
Oh yeah, right.
And I was not used to it because
Yeah.
I had like people as my friends online from different countries and stuff, so I was still okay with the culture like I knew. And there was nothing like too culturally shocking at the beginning. But the fact that I was done with dinner and in my bed and there was still sunny outside, it was super new because I think in India, no matter the weather, the sunsets are like 7:30.
Yeah, maximum, yes. It was, I was kind of used to it because I went to Russia before that. And there's the first time I saw, like at 11 there's light.
Yeah.
I was shocked there, but then I came here and I also saw this and I was like, okay, so it's kind of the same thing here. And because I and some Indians arrived 15 days before the program was starting. And we were there on the campus and every evening this was like one of the conversation every evening, like, okay, there's still sun every day. But still sometimes I wonder, honestly.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
still not used to 100% to the sun at night.
yeah.
But I like it. It's it feels like the day is long and you can be more productive. So it's nice. And how was it living in Lille for? Where did you stay, by the way? Did you stay on campus or you were staying somewhere else?
I was like just 10 minutes away from campus. I was in a student residence called, like 20 Campus is an agency. They have many buildings. So I was put up in one of the buildings. It was like a studio apartment.
Is this the one that's above the supermarket, which is there's a supermarket and there's a wine store, and above it or maybe next to it there's a, I'm forgetting the name, but it's a.
Have you heard of this like rooftop bar called Brick House? It was in Quad.
Okay.
Quad Saunton. It was near the subway stop. So that was the coolest spot around the campus. It was a really nice rooftop restaurant, and they have like a really good food court, and actually really good food. So I used to live right opposite to it.
And you found it through EDHEC or through your own?
Yeah, no, EDHEC. As soon as I accepted the offer, they gave me, I think they have like a housing portal. So they gave me the username and the password and everything. And then you see different options.
That's the most convenient, I think, too.
Yeah.
Because there's, go on, you were saying something?
This makes me think of, when I was at Leap, I used to, Leap Scholar in Bangalore, I used to record ads for them. And
you were listening, like you were speaking?
Yeah, I went kind of popular on YouTube and Instagram for a while.
Okay.
And my friends from, nobody knows this, but my friends from like, in my college, my seniors and stuff, I've never talked to, they used to send me screenshots of my ads. They were like, are you kind of famous or what?
Yeah?
It was a super random
Are they
thing.
still online?
Of course they're. And it's crazy because I also did so Leap Scholar, they do counseling. They also started their IELTS coaching and stuff for people who want to write IELTS. And they used to post like mock IELTS like 8 band,
Exam
9
papers.
band. Yes, like
Oh,
speaking
wait.
rounds.
Like fake scores?
Not fake scores, but this is how a band 9 person speaks. A mock interview.
Okay.
And exactly the same questions how you're asked if you were giving like an actual IELTS.
Okay.
So I used to do those as well.
Alright, so you are an experienced person here.
Yeah.
I see. That's why you had tips for me when we were starting.
Yes. So I used to record like ads for them at that time. It was super funny how it first came to the picture.
Mm-hmm.
So their model had canceled last minute.
Uh-huh.
And I was working on that campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the script because I prepared the script and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And my manager, she was like, so you and I are going to shoot today, is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I have never done that.
Mm-hmm.
But then the first ad we did, and I was really good friends with the creative team, including the people who edit and photographers and videographers, everyone, the whole creative team. And we did our first, like for the first couple of minutes, I was so nervous. I was just laughing the whole time because I kept getting like, I'm saying it wrong, I'm doing it wrong, I'm forgetting things. But then once we got serious, we were done in 5 minutes. And then next thing they were like, hey, do you want to do this one as well quickly? And that ended up being like 30, 40 ads, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, it became my side gig. Like I used to just get up and do it in like 10 minutes.
That's nice. You were at the right place at the right time.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I got just like fun out of it. They didn't pay me extra.
You have to share them with me after.
Yes, I will try because I do have, I might have some, they used to also like shoot BTS just for me and circle around the company as a meme.
What?
It was fun. It was fun, like on our Slack channel, like just, because I was there for a while, so I knew people and it was kind of fun, so.
So you became a star in the company?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So this reminded me of that because when you're trying to like
back to
when you're trying to
recording.
like speak and you know that you're being recorded, you just suddenly forget how to like do anything.
How to talk.
How to talk. How do I breathe? Am I sitting right? Am I breathing okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. It's nice. Good to bring some parts of your life back. Like.
Yeah. It was actually nice. It was I had a lot of fun during that time.
Nice. Are you having fun?
Now?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I have always wanted to live in Paris. Like, okay, I'm saying always I want to go to the US. I'm contradicting myself. But honestly, I never thought I'd live in Paris. And when it happened, I was like, this is amazing. So I feel that, like when I was in Lille, I like the city, but I always felt like there's something missing from the city. Like it's not content. It's not full for me. It's really nice city, honestly. It's small. It's cute. It has nice places to go to. And I lived in Belgium as well for a short while in Brussels last year after I completed my exams and everything on campus. I did a short internship in Brussels for like 3 months.
Wait, so how was your experience like applying to all the internships? Because I think the pressure was really on the moment you arrived to France. I think students have this pressure of, okay, we have to get an internship ASAP and we have to start working. How did you navigate through that situation? How was your experience?
So it's super intense because it's a part of your course. So you have to do it in order to graduate.
Right.
So there's no running away
You
from
can't skip it.
You can't skip it. And so a lot of companies do come on campus, but it's very core French oriented, I feel. I didn't think that there was a lot of international companies. Maybe if they were coming, but they were not recruiting like only English speakers. Yeah. So I started my search in like, I was a bit late. I wanted to start in Jan, but I started in February. And
internships in general start in France in July,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So you started in Feb.
Yeah, and that I found was late. Because I know of some people who started in December.
In December?
Yeah, they started in December right away.
I remember from our batch, it was this guy who started, like everyone started in Jan, and he was the first one to get, I'm talking about an Indian person, he got an offer in Jan, and we were all like, wow. Like, because then you have more pressure of like getting something people are getting.
Yeah.
That was really surprising for all of us. So we started Fed, and then where all did you apply? How did you find the jobs?
Okay, so I started with LinkedIn, as everyone else.
Yeah.
And
what did you do on LinkedIn?
So at first I didn't really know a lot about how to navigate it. So I was just applying for jobs, for internships. But then I started, when I understood what kind of companies or roles that I'm more leaning towards, then I started texting people.
What were your interests? What kind of roles did you think were right for you?
So initially I was a little confused because I was doing masters in marketing.
Yeah, it's quite open.
It's quite open. Yeah. But I was always more towards roles where there's some influence of data along with marketing, because I like to use both of my degrees as an engineer and as a marketer.
Yeah.
So I was aiming at a lot of CRM roles because of Professor Arnie at EDHEC.
Yeah.
He is one of the best professors.
Yeah. Shout out to him. His classes were absolutely fun. Yeah.
So because of him, I really got into CRM, and I was aiming those roles quite a lot, and also some digital marketing roles, and some applications I did without like thinking too much.
Yeah.
So
I remember from when I was doing it, I started with more very focused, like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I want. And as days were passing by, okay, I am okay doing this as well. Okay, I can do this as well. So in the end, it was like, okay, just let me apply whatever I think can be randomly a good fit. Also because I didn't have much experience in this field, so.
Yeah, actually pretty much the same, because at first if I look at 10 internship job listings, I would be like, okay, this I don't want to apply. I'll only apply for the ones which I found really interesting. But with time, I was like, you know what? Let me just apply everywhere right now, because at that time it was about completing your degree and getting your credits for the internship and everything to graduate. So I applied on LinkedIn, and then JobTeaser has a connection with EDHEC.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I applied for some jobs there. I applied on Welcome to the Jungle.
Right. And just for the audience, it's a job. It's a place where you can find jobs for startups in France. In Europe or in France? In Europe.
And UK as well. And then randomly one day, so now we're in May, and I don't have an internship.
So 4 months have gone by.
4 months have passed. I might have done like 200 applications. But I was scared because I heard somebody did 800 applications.
Shit.
I was like, I'm never reaching that number. I don't even see those many job listings out there. And all of my friends were employed. Like they already had internships. Some of my really close friends went to L'Oréal, Chanel, Danone, all big names.
Comparison, self-doubt.
Yeah, it all started kicking in, and I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. So I remember very randomly, I opened Glassdoor. Nobody had talked about that. Like, I don't think people really use Indeed, Glassdoor much in France. Yeah. It's a big thing in the UK, and maybe, I don't know, in the US or not, but not really in France. And I remember I applied, actually don't remember, I did some applications, and then randomly I get an email from an HR at a startup in Brussels.
Okay.
That they wanted to talk to me, they liked my profile. And I did my process with them. Even for internship, it was a long process. I had the call with HR, then they sent me a case study, then I had a debrief round with my N+1 and N+2. Both of them together, and they offered me the internship. They liked my case study solution and my interview. And very interestingly, The day I got my offer from Brussels is the day I got the HR call from Ubisoft in Paris.
Wow, this always happens with you.
This is like when it rains, it pours. So I got the exactly same happened with the ESCP I think as well. I got the calls from Ubisoft, and I talked to the HR. It was a super random role. I had never done. It was user acquisition and monetization assistant.
Okay.
For their mobile gaming publisher, Precap. They had acquired it a couple of years ago.
Okay.
It was out for one of the fancy Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, one of those big games. But it was the same day, so I couldn't really be happy for too long about Brussels because I was like, okay, now I
Something better.
Something. I mean, because I wanted to come to Paris, that's why it was like, wow, okay. So I did my process with them, and it was the same thing. HR call, then case study, then it was, they liked my solution of the study, so I had interview with N+1, N+2. They're super French company. My team was super French, and they knew that I don't speak French, but they really liked my responses and my case study solution. But they said that we are interviewing other people, so we'll let you know in some time. So they put me on wait list.
Right.
Similar situation.
Yeah.
Yes. And then they started in Brussels. They're literally amazing people. And every year they do an offsite. Like the company takes everyone, all the employees, abroad somewhere, and everything's funded by them. The flights,
Like
hotels.
a company trip.
Yes. It's an offsite, so you're still working there,
Okay.
but you have your work time.
Okay, I see.
Like mornings you're working, evenings you have.
Okay, so it's like a little family kind
Exactly.
of spending time together.
Exactly. Like people are at the beach working while sitting in the bathing suits and sipping cocktails.
Interesting.
So because these guys took a really long, Ubisoft took a long time. So I accepted Brussels' offer. And I went to Portugal. That year offsite was in Portugal.
Okay.
It was fully funded in 1 week.
Amazing.
And so we were in a small town called Faro.
Okay.
Actually, we were further from Faro. Faro has the airport, and it was like an hour-long drive from Faro.
Okay.
And while coming back, we had a last lunch in Faro. And we were just having lunch, and I got a call from Ubisoft's HR that I got the internship.
Oh shit.
And I was like, guys, this needs to
Bye guys, it was nice hanging out with you.
this needs to stop happening with me. And I was so mad. I was like, just like this, I couldn't do ESC. It's like I got what I wanted, but at a point where I can't have it anymore. I still could have done this because and since my manager was really nice, I actually told him that, hey, I got another internship today. And because I had not started officially with them, but I was on the offsite, fully funded by them. So it would have made me let it go.
Like an expense who came and just went
Yeah, like for good for nothing, you know?
them.
Exactly. So I talked to him, and he's literally like an amazing human being, not just an amazing manager, but he was like, you do what's best for you, and we cannot match their salary, but whatever they were offering me, they increased that. They didn't match the Ubisoft offer, but they outdid themselves. So
very understanding and very nice.
So nice, yes. They and they were like, see, this is your decision. If what you want to do is 2 different countries, 2 different paths. One is like a gaming company, and we do a SaaS startup. They're a SaaS startup, so like it's totally on you. But deep down, I knew I really wanted to be in Paris, and all of my friends were here. Literally every single person. I didn't know anyone going to Brussels from my circle. A lot of people do go to Brussels as well.
Very less people go,
Very less, but usually people are in France, Paris, Bordeaux, Nice, somewhere.
Yeah.
So I had a call with our marketing director, Professor Meena.
Yeah.
I had a talk with her. I was like, what do you think I should do? And we both concluded that Brussels might be better for me long term. The kind of work I wanted to do and everything. So I went to Brussels.
Okay, interesting.
Then something interesting happened again. So I was there for like almost a couple months.
Okay.
And I had
Okay.
and I had applied for internship at YSL, and I completely forgot about it.
Okay.
And they got back to me randomly on a random Wednesday or Tuesday when I was in Brussels at my work, and it was an email from HR asking when am I free for an interview.
Shit.
I was like, okay. And that was in Paris, and that was YSL.
Wow.
Again.
You can't say no to YSL.
Again, like no marketing luxury experience. And then she liked me. And she said that the manager wants to talk to you. And he literally talked to me. We did our interview when he was on holiday in Ibiza.
Wow, okay.
Because we really wanted to recruit at that time. And then they told me that it's going to be a week till we interview a couple more people. I was like, I swear to God, it's this again turns out weirdly. So we'll tell you after a week. But actually, they just called me the next day that I got it.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
Again, tough decision.
Again, tough decision because I was deep into my work in Brussels, and there are literally godsend people. Initially, I didn't like the city, but I found some really nice people, so it started growing on me, and I made friends. So, and then moving to another country. So what I did was, I first spoke to my direct manager, N+1 in Brussels, and I told him, so this happened. And
what was the reaction?
He was like, well, I don't know if we can stop you again, but it's totally your choice.
You were never meant for us, Priyal.
Yeah, you were trying to like run away from day one. So, and I felt really bad because I really liked my work there. And I really liked the people. So I was trying to basically like the
sound amazing, honestly, those guys.
I know, yeah, they're fantastic people. And even the founder, amazing guy, very humble, very down to earth, very included in everything, and very, very, very smart, like prodigy smart, very intelligent. So we used to do a lot of team activities and everything. So anyway, I built that bond with a lot of people there. And so I had this conversation with him, and he was super understanding. He said, look, if you want to live in Paris, and if this is what you want, so this is okay. It's a professional world, no hard feelings. Like we can
what a mature understanding.
I know. And then I had a talk with my N+2. He was not happy.
Okay.
He said, I don't understand where you're coming to me. Just tell them no. Like, I don't even know why you're having a conversation with me right now.
So it's not even a conversation, like it's not even a
yeah, it was like he was not
he was
not discussing that. And he said that if they really like you, they'll take you up to this internship. I was like, well, I don't think it's gonna happen like that. So he was not happy. He was he's the head of marketing.
Okay.
Because of course, like hiring somebody takes money, effort, time, and I was fully onboarded, and I was performing really well, and I was the only intern at the startup. So for them, it was a
great first experience for them.
it was like
it was
bad
a
for them.
There was a lot of hassle for them to find someone.
And I was equally like it was not an easy decision, although it was YSL, but I was still battling it. And then I had to talk with the HR. Super understanding, just like my N+1. He didn't say a word. He wished me luck. And after a lot of back and forth in my mind, and I decided to go for YSL this time. I decided to go to Paris.
How did you end up deciding? Like, what helped you in the end?
Well, I just knew that I don't see myself living in Brussels. I don't see myself living in Belgium. I do want to be in France. I like France. I like the language. I like the culture. I like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because although I'm not so deep into the language yet, or the very, very traditional French culture, but ever since I landed in France in October 2024, I've always felt at home. I have no idea how and why. Like I lived in Bangalore for 2 years, I didn't feel it like that there. But here, maybe it's like honestly, like it's summertime. It's spring right now. It's close to summer, so you go out and you see people just, I don't know, just living lives, and it's just so interesting and so nice. So, yeah.
So then you decided to move to Paris.
Yes.
Okay. And what was this internship in YSL? What was it about?
That's a full circle. It was a CRM internship, which I really.
Perfect.
It was
That's what you
exactly. It was a full circle because I was looking for a CRM internship since I started searching the day, and then it all happened at a really good company in Paris. And that day I wrote an email to Dr. Barney. I remember I was like, "Thank you, Professor." Like you spread a genuine interest, and I finally get to pursue that. That's how I moved to Paris last year, August.
Last year, August. And it has been, what, 1 year now almost? So how has it been for you? Like,
oh my God. Paris is amazing.
Yeah.
It's like, so I think it's again a very personal
of course.
decision choice.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel that from August to December, my work was super intense. So I didn't get to do much in Paris.
What was it like to work at this company YSL? Because it's like such a big luxury company, one of the most famous, most popular ones. How was your experience like? Were you in fashion? You were not in beauty, right? You were in fashion, of course. And what kind of team were you in? And how were the people there? How was the culture? What did you feel like? Because we see like all the glamour, we see all the amazing campaigns, amazing photos. But how was it being on the inside?
Okay, so since day one, I felt like new kid on the block. Like I was like, this is now my area. Because as soon as I stepped in, like the office is super chic and everybody is super stylish. Like it's like they're walking ragged right now.
Yeah.
It's a fashion show going on. And so basically I think CRM is different for different companies. At a startup, CRM looks different. At big companies like L'Oreal, CRM looks different. At this point in luxury companies, it's no longer exactly CRM, it's clienteling.
What's that?
Clienteling is basically when you know literally everything about your client. You know that they love to ski. You know that they have kids and where do they live. So you know, let's say your client is French, but their kid lives in Spain, and they sometimes go to Madrid and they shop there.
Wow, how do you get that much information?
You have really, really well-trained client advisors in your stores.
Okay.
So they build personal relationship, and there's a whole system of tracking the client data.
All right.
Which I used to work on, like maintaining the hygiene and client data and everything.
All right. Okay. Sounds very interesting. How was it?
It was really interesting because you have these really interesting clients, including some really cool celebrities.
Did you meet anyone?
I didn't meet anyone, but I worked on some of the profiles.
Oh, profiles?
Like, so yeah, when you basically, I have this celebrity profile where I was working on their transaction history.
Okay.
Because they randomly spend a lot of money at a Paris store.
All right.
And they have a different name. Their official name is different than their stage name. So we were like, who is this guy who randomly spent 200,000 euros in Paris? Turns out it was like Post Malone.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, and he goes by the name. So you don't really know if you're working on this profile.
Okay. How did you figure out it was him?
So how did we figure out? Because before starting doing, because whenever a random person makes such a big purchase, and it was not a random person because he has made a lot of big purchases, but in US stores.
Okay.
And I was in the EMEA region, so he was not our client yet. So when he made the purchase, and so every client has a client ID. And we related to, I mean, you can just go on the system and you can see the transactions and what do they purchase and everything.
Right.
So it was, I think, one of the client advisors who gave a heads up that Post Malone was in the store. And if you see the purchases, it's
That's
him.
this guy.
I was like, wow.
Okay.
So that time I had to, we worked on his profile that prepared the entire transaction history and everything because my manager, who's the client development manager, he had to show it to the CEO.
Okay.
That we have celebrity, so if he can personalize his experience even more, because I think he was on his Euro tour at that time.
All right. So, yeah, how was your then experience of 6 months, right? 6 months internship?
No, for there I was 4 months.
4 months. Why?
Yeah.
It's generally 6 months, right? In internship.
Yeah. So thing is that in France, in Europe, whenever you do, if you want to do an internship, you need an internship agreement from school.
Right.
And that you can only get if you hold a student status. So I had the student status till December.
Okay.
And I was already interning in Brussels.
Okay.
So I did complete 6 months, but to different companies. So although my manager at YSL wanted me to stay for exactly 6 months, that would mean ending in February this year. But I couldn't get the agreement from ESSEC. I mean, for longer than December 31st.
Right.
So my internship at YSL was 4 months. But 4 months were super interesting because as soon as I joined, we had this, and then we had the Paris Fashion Week. So as I was in the client development team, so basically you are handling all the top clients.
Okay.
So I was in the, I mean, of course I didn't take direct decisions, but I was in the meetings where we decided how do we select the clients who are invited to the fashion show. So basically you have 2 kinds of guests. Only 5 or 6, maybe like 10 at best. These guests get like everything funded with a couple of days, the rooms, and the top best hotels in Paris, and they have their cars and everything. Everything's funded by the company. And then you have maybe 20 more guests where you have only the tickets to the fashion show. The tickets are expensive too. So their stay and everything's by themselves. They might have a dinner or parties, but yeah, they get to attend the show.
What do you think is the price of a show? I have no idea.
I actually have no idea.
Because I'm sure that the expenses that you do on one person, it's huge.
Yeah.
Because they stay in a very nice hotel, very fancy hotel.
Yes.
And the cars also are like Mercedes, nothing less than that. And they have breakfast included. They have almost everything included. So
yes,
I'm sure it's
but
much more than Howard.
Absolutely. No, it's way more. It's way more. Like 1,000. I think it was just the fashion show ticket would be $1,000. I feel. So very, very expensive.
And you were managing. You were seeing how they are. How these decisions are taken.
How these decisions were made.
Right.
Based on it's actually kind of interesting, even though we have like some really high profile clients, but you understand what kind of people are actually into fashion. Like they go out of the box and they're not just buying very regular clothes, but statement pieces, and they buy fashion show pieces. Because you have fashion show pieces and you have commercial pieces too, which are not in the show, but you can find in the store. Like, you wouldn't see, there's no show particularly for YSL jeans, but they do sell jeans.
Okay.
And t-shirts and shorts. And night trousers, but you find all of that in the store. So clients who are very into fashion themselves, like they could be influencers or whatever, or celebrities even. So yeah, it was very interesting to see how they're selected.
And what was your, like, what did you learn during this time there? That's a good question, I know. But what were the learnings that you took from this experience? What were things that you didn't know before and you kind of developed during this experience?
You mean doing
During
like the whole
YSL.
internship? Okay.
No, during the YSL experience,
Yeah.
during the internships.
Yeah.
What did you learn there during the time that you were there?
Honestly,
You can say if you learned nothing, you can say nothing.
no. I'm trying to come down to it.
Sure, take your time.
So I had never worked in fashion before, and I think one thing people need to know is that what they think of how fashion luxury industry is, it's a lot more different than that.
It's not only in Paris.
It's not only in Paris.
Okay. What is it like?
So there are different kinds of roles. But for like what I did, my role was very data number heavy. I was doing analysis every single day. And it was not just like a fancy job going to a luxury company's office and I mean, I was sitting on my rooftop and I could see Eiffel Tower from there, but I was still doing analysis on Excel and on Power BI and making visualizations and everything. So
you still have to do Excel, but you do it then.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel that I got to learn about fashion industry in a way where now, you know, it's okay. I get it that it's very fancy and it looks good on your resume, the good brands and everything. But I know that I wouldn't jump into like any role. I would make sure that the role suits me and the company suits me too. Like you need to generally like the company. I feel like if you really want to grow there and do good. So I think I got that clarity, and by doing that, because that's something that you cannot understand until you're in the environment yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in really big companies, I think it matters what your team is like. Like you could have a really good culture in one team and really bad culture in another team.
Yeah.
So everybody has very different experiences. Very
I think
personal.
the majority of the experience of so far the internships that I have had or the job experiences I've had, majority of the experience was influenced by how my manager or supervisor is. One time I had one which was not very supportive. I didn't enjoy anything about my job after that. But at the same time, I had someone who was very supportive, who was kind of guiding me at the same time. She was also like a mentor, not just giving me work. And she taught me a lot of things. And I did some things that I didn't do before. And I enjoyed doing it because I knew that she's there to support me and appreciate me, whatever I'm going to do.
So I think that was the case with me as well, because so I was not on the events team, but we had there's this really iconic person in my team. She's been in Saint Laurent for like 35 years now. And she is the person, when a client comes to Paris to shop, she's the person who takes them out for lunch, for cocktails, before going to the store. So she's basically VIC manager, like very important clients manager. So she builds private relationships. No, she sits in office, but if a big client is coming, like the fashion show client is coming to the store, she's their personal advisor. She makes sure that they have the pieces ready for them, and she's present, and she builds that connection. And like, so the client's birthday is coming up. So we had one of our top clients' birthday coming up during my time, and they love to ski. So we had customized, personalized Saint Laurent ski helmets for them. With their names and everything. So that was really cool. So I think that is clienteling. You go above and beyond to personalize the experience for your clients so much that you just know everything about them. And like even before they come to the store, you have some pieces out for them in their sizes, which you know they're gonna love.
This is like having a friend who knows you so well
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
just like doesn't know everything about you. They kind of know what will make you happy and they
Yeah.
do it. And you're like happy that they remember this about me. That's nice.
Exactly.
I remember this reminds me of something that Professor Arne said.
Really
Shout out to Professor Arne again.
amazing.
So Professor Arne said that he was teaching theorem to us as well, and he told us that every relation that two humans can have among themselves, a brand and a consumer can have all of those. So they can be friends, like in your example.
Yeah.
They can be like lovers. For example, you indulge in something for a limited time, but you can't do it for a long time. You can be enemies because you had frustration, a very frustrating experience. And this kind of helps imagine, like when you think of this relationship that way, it kind of changes the thing that you can do for a consumer as a brand.
Right.
So it was very interesting, way to see this. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
So yes, what did you learn? Yes.
So she used to do in-store events. Like we have these closed door in-store events, where it was like only high-profile clients who get to see the latest collection before everyone else. With some really top-notch food and champagne. And events was not my part, but because of her, we had such a good connection, and she's such an amazing person. So she included me. So I remember it was an event on at the store on Champs-Élysées, and it was closed door. And she was like, she taught me everything, all the bags, all the exotic skins, and all the products and everything in the store. And she told me, sell whatever you can.
Okay.
She gave me the liberty
During the event.
Yeah. So I was she was like, remember today you're not just an intern. If you want to talk, go talk to clients. Ask them what are they doing, how are they doing, do they need more champagne, do they need something to eat, and what they're looking at. Can you interest them in this and that, and try to upsell whatever you can sell.
I think I can be good at this.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to so many clients, and I think I did end up selling some small stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing major, but like
Nice.
a brochure, necklace or something. So yeah, it was very interesting because if I had not had that connection with Sophie, then maybe I would have never been able to do that. So I feel it was a very different experience for me, you know, as an engineer coming from India. So working in a luxury brand was a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, it's a complete.
People are different.
change.
It's also super French. So we used to have those very classic lunch time, like
Long lunches.
long lunches. You go to like restaurants,
Yeah,
proper
yeah.
sit downs, not just a takeaway. And the work ethic was also interesting. Everybody was work hard, party hard mode. Like when people are working, they're really at it. And yeah, just a whole different world of luxury brands.
And I think that you talk about connections. You talked about you reached out to Professor Arne, for example. You reached out to Professor Huali, and you reached out to, for example, this person you make connection. How do you think you get that? Like, how do you make that connection so you know that you can reach out to them and they will be kind of ready to help you?
You're trying to get good tips out.
Yeah, I need them.
Honestly, I feel that okay, one thing which I realized over time, because I was not always good or even comfortable reaching out, people love to talk about themselves. People love it when they are seen. People love it when they feel that they're being noticed. So when you start the conversation about, like when you ask questions about themselves first,
Okay.
you never walk up and say, hey, I need this from you. You always walk up and say, hey, I love what you're doing. Can you tell me more? So honestly, I think I've always reached out to people I genuinely thought were doing something which I was either doing or I was interested in. So I was not just talking to everyone. And even then, it could be misleading how you direct your message, even though you really are genuinely interested in the journey. But you could still write it totally depends on the first time you reach out to them, first email, first message. So whenever you're connecting with somebody, because they don't owe anything to you, you need help from them. So you need to have first of all, very grateful attitude. That even they're talking to you, you're really grateful they're giving you time, because honestly, there's so many people on LinkedIn who never responded back.
Yeah.
So if somebody is responding to you, that's already a really good sign. But yeah, I think always start with how their journey is affecting you, has affected you, or inspired you. And it's even better if you can pick a detail.
Make it personalized.
Yeah, as much as you can, yes.
Yeah, because that's what I noticed people do, and I've also done, is take a message, copy paste, change the name, send. Copy paste, change the name, send.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, I think people can kind of see that it doesn't speak to them, right? If it's more personal, they kind of feel interested.
Yeah, at this point, people can also tell that the message was written by you or ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So you have to be human, and if you see, that's the thing. If you want to build a form of connection, you have to be human to the person. So I feel that helps me whenever I've genuinely reached out to somebody. I'm pretty much have always had responses.
Okay, that's nice. I wanted to ask you about, you talked about the internships already. So you did that, and what you're doing now. We can talk about it, right?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay, so you finished in Feb? Right?
No, I finished in December.
In December because of the
agreement. Yes.
And we are now in April. And
yes.
So how has it been for you? What are you doing now?
So I basically took Jan pretty much as a break. So because honestly, after moving to France and then moving to Belgium and then back to France, I think I was on a back-to-back and didn't have a break for the longest time. And working at Saint Laurent was super interesting, but it was intense. It was a lot of work. I liked doing it, but I was still tired. So I took Jan off as a little break. And then I started job searching in Feb. And it's been, 3 months?
Yeah.
And right now, I think the market's really bad because I don't see a lot of relevant jobs. And also, I'm not fluent in French yet. Maybe that would have opened, not maybe, that definitely opens more doors, more opportunities.
Yeah.
Like if today I'm able to do 10 applications per day, maybe I'd be able to do 20 if I knew French.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the blockers. And also I'm learning how to position myself in the Paris job market. I'm trying to understand what do recruiters want to see, what do hiring managers want to see on your CV. Because honestly, you have skills. You have 2 degrees from really good schools. You have experience at companies like YSL. So, and you have the analytical side, and you have the creative side, and you have the luxury side. So you're pretty much a very generalist at this point. And you don't want to verbal vomit on your CV and say that I'm good at 20 different things. So that's what I'm learning, how to position myself, like how to pack my resume in such a way that it provides value.
And what do you think so far is like something that people are looking for?
Right now, I believe that, so first of all, one other thing which I've noticed, which I'm trying to understand how to navigate around it, is people, like companies here hire a lot of interns and apprentices, and then they hire a lot of senior positions, people with senior positions, but hiring mid-level, junior mid-level, I see very less number of posts. And trying to figure out in those what do people want. I think as corny and as cliche as it sounds, but AI, you need to have AI somewhere in your resume, somewhere in your experience. Like even if you're not working, you can still use AI to make your daily life easier.
Right.
And you talk about that. So basically increasing your visibility, either through connecting with more people or you post on LinkedIn, but you are increasing your chances to be seen by somebody. That's one thing which I think could make a difference. And adapting to what people are looking for today. That is, first thing, your resume, your profile should scream that you're good at this thing, not at 10 different things. It could be a couple of things, but it should be relevant to what you're applying for.
And yeah, so it has to be, so you, even if you're a journalist, if you're applying to a specific role, your profile should kind of align towards that role more.
Yes.
So do you change your CVs every time you find something where you want to work for, or you try to keep it like a generic CV that you put everywhere?
So I like to tailor my CV for the companies and roles which I really, really like. When I take a lot of time to, when I'm reaching out to people from the company and when I'm actually putting a lot of time in the application. At that point, because honestly, I have done a lot of different things for the last few years. It hasn't been very niche, like I'm not a data scientist, so it's not super niche like that, but I can talk about my experience in multiple ways. So I just reiterate, I just change the language a bit and I try to make it more aligned. And I know I'm confident because I've done it. I can talk about it. I'm not like making it up.
Yeah, of course.
So that's what I do. So I believe, because I think that people here are like, recruiters, they want you to hit the ground running from the get-go. Like
they don't want to like teach you and train you.
They do that to interns, to apprentices, because it goes a lot into hiring a full-time person, international person. So you need to make sure that they're really good at what you're hiring them for. Okay. So I think that makes a difference, and networking makes a lot of difference too. Because even though you might not get a direct referral or direct job, but you really get to understand, because they might not be able to hire you, but they know what hiring is looking like. So they can always tell you.
For sure.
They always give you like a little tips from on the inside.
The job that I finished recently, my manager was Julie, and it's from her that I learned and also got to see the power of networking, like how important it is. She was talking, because she is amazing at making networks. She knows so many people, and whenever I needed something, and she was like, okay, what team is it? I would tell her, okay, this is this team. And she was like, oh, I know someone in that team. I'll ask them and it'll be done. So she knew that because she knows that person personally, the getting things done becomes much more easier, and you'll never know when the other person can help you or you could help. And there was a time when we needed something from a country team, and that person was actually, they kind of did something which was against the global guidelines, because I was the one giving the global guidelines, my team was doing that. They kind of did something else, and that was done because they thought that they're going to get more like sales through that. So I told my manager about the situation, and she was like, she shouldn't have done it, because she said, your network and the relationship she is doing with us is more important than a few sellout numbers.
Right.
So I literally saw with her how helpful it can be.
It can be
if
really
you have,
helpful, yes.
if you know people, if you have connections.
Because I feel that since hiring an international person is such a big commitment for the company, and if you're coming from somebody they can trust internally, you're definitely going to have an upper hand than a random stranger applicant. Not saying that people don't get jobs like that. People get jobs through every possible way.
Yeah.
But I feel that building that trust faster could just up your chances more.
You know, the funny thing, I have never gotten an interview or any job through referrals.
Really?
Same
Actually.
Or through
Yeah.
connections. What has happened though is definitely they have helped me improve my CV. They have helped me improve, I have gotten to know more about a specific company, for example. For example, choosing a school. They have helped me decide on this because they share their experience. So that kind of helped me. And then same with choosing a job, choosing a company.
Yeah.
But it was never like, okay, I'm going to get you a job or take my referral, or it was never like that. But it's also a stat that like 60 to 70% of jobs people get through networking. So I mean, it does happen, but it hasn't happened with me so far.
Honestly, all 3 internships I got last year, everything was direct application. It was not through referral. But you never know.
Decision making helps you, yeah.
But you actually never know. And
it doesn't hurt to network.
It doesn't hurt to
network. There's no downside, I would say.
Yeah. If it's not helping you today, it might help you tomorrow, honestly. So it's but I'm also getting to know so much more about the different industries and what's the inside looking like of different companies. That's still a win, you know.
That counts, yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, then how has been your personal life?
What about my personal life?
Like, are you happy? Because of course you go to work, you do your work, you go back home. How is it living in France compared to, you have lived in Bangalore, you have lived in Kota, you have also lived in, where was your school?
It was in Surat, Gujarat.
In Surat, okay. So you have lived in 3 different cities in India, and you have also lived in 3 different cities in Europe.
Yeah.
So how has it been different for you here, living your life?
Absolutely. Tremendously different. I don't think I need to tell anyone about how is it to live in Kota. I think people know.
Yeah. They can imagine. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And then Surat, Gujarat was quiet. It was super quiet. Nothing crazy to do. We used to go to Mumbai or Dahanandu, closest place to chill. Mumbai was like 3 hours away. And Bangalore was, honestly, I thought that, so when I was working at the villa, I used to live in small towns where because they have these townships, exactly, the manufacturing units in very small towns. So I used to, and there was just like people who worked there and their families.
Yeah.
So when I was working there, I thought, I'm going to go to Bangalore and my entire life is going to be fixed. Because everybody was doing that, moving to Bangalore. So I went there and I lived there for 2 years, but not even a single day I felt like I belonged there. I just couldn't find my place. I did find my people. I have some really good friends from the charity I was working at. But the place I never felt fully welcomed. And when I came to Lille, I was super happy. But still something felt like that I want more. Like there has to be more existing. You know, it's still amazing, but it's still kind of
there's not much to do there. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Then when I went to Brussels, I didn't like the city. It was the culture and the environment was pretty dark for me. It's like a bit gothy. Like as you move up Europe, it gets a bit gothic and darker and gloomier.
It rains more, it's more cloudy.
Yes, exactly. The weather also plays a major role. Like there is sun in Brussels, but on an average.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Paris.
But
honestly, like I hate calling anything like my dream city or something. But this is absolutely where I felt like I have nothing in my mind. I had no ifs and buts. I was just so happy, even like when I was working, I was just so happy to be going to work and coming back. Because I was busy. I was stressed, but I was busy and stressed in Paris. I absolutely loved it. And I like the supermarkets here so much. Like,
Which one is your favorite?
it depends, It depends. Which one's my favorite supermarket? I think when I was in Lille,
Yeah.
we had closest market at the marché.
Yeah. It's a big one, right?
It's a really big one near my campus residence. Not the campus one, sorry, the student residence.
Yeah.
It was really big. And honestly, I think in Paris you see a lot of different ones. You see
the small ones.
I think Monoprix and Franprix are like really big ones. And when I walk around Paris, I see the non-chains, those individual supermarkets too, like the local farmers market and those, and they're super adorable and so nice. So I don't think I have a favorite yet, but
it's just I find like the selection of products, it's huge here compared to in India. For example,
exactly.
If you buy chips, you have like 100 flavors.
Yeah, if you buy cheese, there's like a whole aisle of cheese and butter.
Yeah, of course.
So it depends, but I always wanted to have that kind of accessibility to things. So I love that about here. And I love the fact that you can. So now that it's springtime, summertime approaching, I go out a lot. And you see people living their main character lives in Paris. Everybody is a protagonist in the movie.
Yeah.
Like the movie's about them. Literally every single person.
Main character.
Exactly. So I feel that Paris gives you that space, that confidence to be a main character. You dress however you want. You eat, drink, whatever you want. And if you even open up a bit, you'll end up making friends. Like, it's not that tough.
How do you do that? Because many people face like being an international person in France, in Paris. You don't speak the language. That's a big hurdle already. So how did you manage to? First, what do you have friends here?
I do have friends.
How did you make those friends?
So some of the people I know here in Paris are my friends I made during my time at EDHEC. And I'll start right from there actually, because I felt and I saw a lot of people from India, a lot of Indian students, they used to hesitate a lot to open up in international settings. And they would, if they found other Indians, they would only stick to them.
Why do you think that?
Maybe, I don't know, I feel like there's some sort of hesitation towards foreigners in India, like there's some sort of like intimidation in a way that they might, I don't know, maybe they're intimidated by their accent, or they don't, if the people who are not from India, they cannot relate to things in India, so maybe it can be hard to make a conversation for people. I mean, honestly, this could happen to any nationality. I'm only talking about Indians because that's what I wanted to notice.
Right.
Because my friends were had people from literally a lot of different countries. And I think that's a really good thing. They put you in random groups. So
you have to
mingle up. And honestly, I feel that a master's or like a school, a university is an absolutely amazing place to make friends because all these people are also coming from their home countries. Like, it's not easier for anyone, Everybody's coming there with the same mindset. They've left their countries. They're in a new country. They also want to make friends. They also don't want to be alone. So somebody has to make a first move. And it's okay if it's you. A lot of people don't want to do that too. They wait for the other person to make the first move. And even if you open a tiny bit, it could lead to really good friendships. That's how I made friends. Like, I'm sitting and there's somebody sitting on the back, they're having a conversation and they laughed and I might have heard something and I was like, guys, what? Tell me more. And now it's been more than like a year and they're really good friends.
Nice.
And that was a school time. And at work, it's, again, you try to make a connection. it's you who's in a new country. If it's French people, and if it's international people, then it's you who's very new. They might not need more friends, so they might not actively be making friends, but you're the one who moved here a month ago. Yeah. So you have to make an effort. And sometimes you will bond with people, sometimes you will not. So I made, sorry?
And that's okay.
And that's okay. Yeah. Like, it's not gonna, you don't have to, I mean, every time you talk to somebody, it's not gonna lead to an amazing lifetime friendship. So when I was at Saint Laurent, I made friends with the other interns. And one of them, she's a really good friend of mine. And the other guy, although he's moved to Nice, but he's a really good friend of mine. And I met, he asked me if I wanted to come to drinks with his friends. I had never met them before, all French. I went and I met this guy who moved to Paris with his husband just some time back. And we ended up becoming really good friends. I went to his birthday like 2 weeks ago, and you'll see him on my birthday this Friday too. So that happened like
one
small thing can lead to really good things. And
but how are you as a person? Because you're going, for example, when you were going to Spain, you are on your own, kind of.
Yeah.
What's going in your mind like when you are going to that party? Are you a bit nervous? Are you excited? What's going on with you? Like, what's the conversation that you have with yourself?
So I think I personally, I don't overthink that much when I'm going somewhere. I was going with a friend. So if nothing, I also have my friend I could talk to. And I'm always, actually, I think I really like talking to people. So I'm always excited when I go to a new place because you never know, you could meet amazing people like that. Like, that's exactly how I met my boyfriend. I didn't know going to a party with 15 new random people.
Was it the same party?
No.
Okay, so what happened? Tell me more.
Okay, so...
If you're okay, right?
Yeah, no, that's okay. So, back in November, now again, power of connection. So one of my really good friends in India, he told me that he has a friend in Paris. He has been in Paris for like 4 or 5 years. And he's a very mentor personality, very, very smart person. So how I should just meet him? Maybe he can help you with, like job applications and stuff later. So I met him. And it was supposed to be like sort of like a formal kind of meetup because I was meeting him to discuss about my jobs and my ambitions and how living in Paris as an Indian and everything. But he's super amazing. And we started talking about random things and we ended up, I think we had dinner and drinks and we ended up having that meeting going on for like 6 hours.
Wow.
And at the end he was like, you know what, 2 weeks from now, it's my girlfriend's birthday party. How about you come to it? Meet new people.
All right.
So I went. And him and there was another guy. Those were the only 2 Indians at the party. Dressed 15, 20 people were from different nationalities, different countries. And yeah, so I started talking to this guy and we hit it off. And then we met a week later for our first date, and then it's been 5 months.
Wow.
Yes. Power of connections.
Power of connections again.
So he was like, I don't know if I had met him 20 in a way or whatever. And I'm also somebody who, I don't like dating apps. So
Who does at this point, honestly?
I don't know. If somebody on a dating app, it's like, it's way beyond them wanting to date. It's another level of, I don't know, I don't want to say it, but
let's not go there. That's another conversation.
But that's how I met my boyfriend, and that's how I met so many people. You meet them on Friday, and I'll tell you how did I meet this person, that person, and it's totally different stories.
Yeah, amazing.
So you have to be open. It could seem scary at first that you're all of a sudden in a country, in a new country with a lot of new people. But you'll never get any further if you keep yourself locked up in your apartment. Or if And it's okay if you don't want to make international friends, it's on you.
Yeah,
That's another topic.
that's another perspective. That's
Yeah.
personal choice. But if
Exactly.
you want to, then you gotta make the efforts.
Yes.
Mm.
And sometimes other people will and just accept those efforts.
Yeah,
So it goes both ways.
it goes one way.
Yeah.
And what is your what's your future plan now? Do you plan to stay in Paris? Do you want to move to India? How do you see it?
I definitely see myself in Paris. I do not want to move back to home right now because I feel like I'm at a point, if I go back to India, it would be starting another chapter from scratch. I'm not even by choice because it's been almost 2 years since I've been in France, and I'm like, basically I have a whole different life here. I have my friends, I have my partner, I have this very personal desire, decision, choice to be here, which comes on top of everything and everyone. And I love how I'm building my life here. I love how I feel here.
Yeah.
And yeah, for now, I think if there's anywhere I want to be, it's Paris, at least for the next few years.
Yeah.
And then I think that maybe, later in my early 30s, I might want to move to like the south of France, a little laid back, because Paris has that like young hustle, fast moving cultural life. So, but at any point, as of now, I do not think that I want to move back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was fun. I think we talked about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, you made me recap my entire life.